Hello and welcome to the Chep Safari podcast. As usual, I'm on a safari somewhere. This is Elgeyo Marakwet County, and yeah, I'm in the forest. I'll be with you shortly on this particular episode. Enjoy.
Hi and welcome to the Chep Safari podcast hosted by me. My name is Chep and I am on a safari. On this podcast, we have conversations on life and what that looks like for me, for my guests, and definitely for you who interacts with us. Hopefully, these episodes help me and you uncover the mysteries living has to offer and help each one of us on this journey we call life. Join me by subscribing, by turning on your notification bell so that you're notified whenever I post my new episode next week, and by leaving a review on every episode that you enjoy. So I hope you'll journey with me as we discuss all things life.
What an introduction, guys. That clip was from back home with my family when the first time I really got over dogs, got my fear of dogs. And now I'm here carrying Molly, who's my nephew, and he's so relaxed. He's actually a very hyper dog. I won't be surprised if he jumps off of me right now. But today's video will be me discussing the story behind my fear of dogs and how I've gotten here. P.S. I know many of my friends are watching this and they're like, this must be video shop, Photoshop, something. This is definitely not Chep. But yeah, it's me. And I'll talk about this journey. Let us begin. So as per usual, if you've been with me over the last couple of years, you know, or the last couple of episodes, you know that we always have the safari check as one of the first segments that we get into. And the safari check is basically a segment where I check in with you and you check in with me. I would check in with Molly, but Molly doesn't speak. Okay, he kind of speaks, as you can hear, but he won't speak back to me and let me know how he's doing in his safari. But so I'll check in with you. I don't have a guest to check in with, but make sure if you're listening in on YouTube that you'll follow me, or that you'll comment down in the comment section below and let me know how your safari looks like. So for me, my safari check looks like a brave little girl. I feel like a small girl again. Like, who is this girl relaxing with a dog and allowing the dogs to actually bite her and lick her at the same time? So I'm happy, I'm content, I am loving the growth that I experience. And let me know what your safari looks like at the moment in the comment section below. If you're listening in on podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, you can also leave a review while letting me know all the same. Okay, I need to put Molly down and talk to you guys about my journey. See ya. Okay. So now, one of my earliest memories of me being afraid of dogs, I think, was I was probably in class 2, and I remember where we used to live. Most of the houses used to have their back entrances open towards a field. So I had gone to one of my classmates' homes to borrow her textbook, because I didn't have a textbook, so I can go do my assignment. And it was late, it was probably 6:30 p.m. and then it started getting late, got dark by the time I was knocking at her door. She opened the door and then I got the book, but the time between me leaving her home and getting to the main road, which I had to cross the field, man, there were these dogs that were just following me, and I remember running and I was scared, like I panicked. So I remember that was my first instance of being afraid of dogs. Now, the other instance that I can think of head, oh sorry, Molly's right over here, is a moment when I think we had gone to visit one of our relatives, and I didn't know that they had dogs. Okay, I did know they had dogs, but I thought they were locked. So we were cycling in their compound, and then one of their dogs just like was following me, and I'm there running, and like I'm trying to cycle faster to get away from it, and it was following, literally it was right by my bike, and it was jumping at me. So by the time my cousins caught up with me just to tell me, relax, stop, don't try and get away from the dogs, it was almost too late. Like I was so scared, I was crying. That was my second like traumatic experience. However, growing up, I've had two brothers, one of whom really loved dogs. So my dad actually got us a dog when we were young. I think I was probably now in class 4, maybe. And I don't know if you remember this story, but he came home one day and then he was like, Suji, there's something in the car, go get whatever is in the car. So as per usual, we're thinking we've gotten Suji a gift or Suji some sweet. So we're there racing with my small brother, me, I'm gongang him, I'm running to the car, and then we're looking, we had a pickup, so with only 2 seats at the front. So we're looking at the 2 seats, there's nothing. So we ran back and then he was like, there's something on the co-driver seat. So when we went back and we looked under the co-driver seat, there was a puppy. Let me tell you, guys, I ran back into the house as fast as I had run back out, going to look for the gift in the car. So for my small brother's dog, we named him Fluffy, and he was a mixed breed of, I think, Jack Russell and I'm not quite sure if it was a German Shepherd, but it was a really fluffy, small dog. We got as a puppy. It died a few maybe months later, so we didn't get to see it really big because it was hit by a car, sadly. But I never got to see that dog. I never had a personal relationship with the dog, a one-on-one relationship. I was always running away from the dog. Or whenever I got home, it had to be locked in its kennel. So we got a second dog because my small brother was really, really traumatized by the death of his first dog. So we got another dog, and that dog now became big. We had it for a really long time, but I don't remember interacting with it between it being a puppy and it being a huge dog, because whenever I got back home from school, it had to be locked in its kennel, especially when it started becoming big and it could now jump on seats or go up the staircase, and I couldn't run faster than it, so it had to be locked up. So I remember there was an instance when my small brother took the dog out for a walk in the estate, and I was somewhere far away from him, but I could see our home, and I could see my small brother with a dog on a leash, and he was trying to like tame it. Now this one was also the same mixed breed of a German Shepherd and a Jack Russell, if I'm not wrong, because this was medium-sized, very fluffy, huge. And my friends who we were hanging out with were like, "Hey, Chep, your small brother is holding a dog uko chini. Whose dog is that?" And I was like, "I don't know." Kume, that was our own dog. It had taken time to grow, and I didn't even see it growing. So we took that dog to the bundus because it was a bit noisy, and our neighbors weren't complaining, but we knew it was causing disturbance in the area. So that was the last dog we had, the last personal dog we had. Yeah, and then I spent time with family last year while we were crossing over into the new year. And guys, I have a clip where I was running away from these 2 puppies that they have back home, and literally the next day I'm petting the puppies. So it's a desire, it's always been a dream of mine to get over my fear of dogs, because really the relationship that dogs have with human beings is something that I'm always thinking about. I'm always yearning for. I'm like, the love my small brother had for his puppy and his dogs, I was like, I really want that for. I used to actually say, I don't even want it so much for myself, but I want my kids to experience that sort of love. So I have to work on that fear now, so that when I get my family, hopefully in future, then I am able to give them that sort of love that they get from dogs and puppies. Plus, I've also seen this with my family, my cousins, my aunties, my uncles, and their homes. They had such beautiful interactions with pets. So it's something I really wanted to work on. I've always actively wanted to work on, although my fear was really, really deeply rooted in, my traumatic experiences growing up. Although it was never harmful, I was definitely afraid and I was definitely worried. But I got out of it while I was with my family last year, and I petted the puppies for the first time. Now in March, I'm carrying a whole dog and petting, and I don't mind having my finger in his mouth. Like, those are things that used to scare me. Like, even the feeling of a dog touching me used to scare me a whole lot. So I'm happy, and I just wanted to do a really quick video talking about the origin of my fear of dogs. And as I was doing my vision board for 2022, in fact, I had a similar image, or I had an image of actually a video clip of a puppy placed on my 2022 vision board, and I didn't even know what that meant. So, and that was towards the end of last year, 2021. So by 31st December, I'm running away from puppies. 1st January, I'm petting puppies. Now fast forward to March, my cousin got a dog, and I've been here. This is my second visit, and I'm like gaining more and more confidence as the days go by. So that's it. That's my story. I genuinely feel like I can do anything I put my mind to, just because of this one particular situation. I know a lot of my friends and family who are watching are like, I would not leave a vehicle. If I'm visiting you and I know you have a dog, I can't even get out of the car unless you lock it. That's how bad it was. But I'm here with Molly, who's chasing butterflies and he's just having the best time of his life, loving on his family, his friends, loving on me. And yeah, that's basically it. So let me know in the comment section below, or in the review section of the podcast platforms, what it is that you're afraid of but you really want to get over, and let me know if you're actively working towards it. I don't know even if I have goals for 2022 at this moment. I feel like I've achieved my life goal at this moment, and that I can do everything and anything I put my mind to. That's Chop Safari. This is my journey of getting over my fear of dogs, and I think I'm in the right direction. Although I have a friend of mine, hi Sambe, who was telling me that once I finish learning or starting to get over my fears with small dogs like Molly, then I can get to start playing with their dogs. You know, what do they call? When I want to chill with the big, like the German Shepherds and the various ones, severally. I'm here looking at my cousin who's not giving me. I'm looking at Molly's father who's not giving me other options. But so that's it. I also just remembered an instance where I had visited another friend of mine. We had gone to do a photo shoot for Zane Beauty, a friend's makeup business, and she said she's going to lock her dogs. So apparently, for people who own dogs, they think the big dogs are dogs that like the German Shepherds, those sort of breeds are the ones that can be dangerous to other people. So apparently she forgot her house dog is a dog, so she didn't lock it. And I was out in their compound, and this dog comes running towards me. Let me tell you, it didn't even try to get to anyone else, but literally ran towards me. And I have a clip. My friend was literally took a video of me just there holding my hands up high, and the dog is jumping on me because I can't touch it, and I've never touched a dog. That was probably peak in 2020. So from that to me chilling here with Molly, quite a big step, I have to say, in the right direction. That's goodbye. I want to pick up Molly so that we come here. So that we end this particular video. Okay. Yeah, so that's Molly for you. This is Molly for you, and this is me not being afraid of dogs and working on my fear of dogs. And I'll see you in the next podcast episode, but please let me know in the comment section below what it is that you're afraid of but you really want to get over and you're working towards. Yeah, so hopefully in the next clip you'll see me chilling with the big boys. See you, and subscribe to this new channel, and I'll see you next week on Monday. Bye.